Welcome back to Sloosh and Box Sports Talk, Week 10. That's right, baby. Double digits of the NFL season. Today with me, we have the Sloosh House.
What up?
Today we're going to be breaking down Week 9 of the NFL. A couple NFL storylines. Trade deadline ended today at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So a couple, not really anything too blockbuster today, but some teams got better. Some teams definitely were selling. New coach fired and much, much more. So please stick with us. And next week, we are announcing our winner of the Sign of Football. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll pick a winner out of that. Thank you. First topic of conversation here. I'm going to break down. Turn up the volume on this thing. I can hear it. We're going to talk about our best performers of the week. First off the bat, Joe Burrow, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Crazy stat is that Jamar Chase didn't catch a single one of them, which is kind of absolutely crazy to think about. Number one weapon didn't get a single touchdown. He did lead the team in receptions, but not a touchdown. But Joe Burrow, Bengals are alive. Granted, they played the Raiders. Second best, not second best, isn't necessarily always in order, but next best performers of the week, we're going to go with the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson, 280 yards, 3 touchdowns with another. He only had 4 on the ground. Shout out Denver's defense. And then Derrick Henry, 106 yards, 2 touchdowns. So we also talked about that how if Zay Flowers gets going, it's going to be dangerous. And
he was very dangerous.
Very dangerous. 5 receptions for 127 yards, 2 touchdowns, an average of 25 yards per catch. Yeah, it sucks. We'll get into the Broncos later. And our last performer of the week, Saquon Barkley,
baby.
Makes an all-time highlight play. Spins on a guy, which is probably the nastiest spin move you've ever seen anyways, but nobody's ever going to talk about it because of what followed after that. The man jumps over somebody backwards. It's crazy. We'll drop a clip in right here. NFL, don't sue us. Please don't. But, just a crazy play. And I think the play itself was good, but also the fact that they were in the Kelly Green jerseys makes it even better. The throwback jerseys. So,
I mean, when you got the throwbacks on, you kind of got to put it on, you know?
Yeah, and they did. I mean, it was good. It was a really good play for the Eagles. The Eagles are starting to click a little bit. Granted, they were playing shit team. I mean, I feel like we said that a lot, and no team in the NFL is shit. Like, truly shit. It's just, some teams are definitely superior. Like,
Matthew Stafford throwing that ball.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they beat the Jags. Woo, a bit. Biggest surprises of the week. My biggest surprise was the Saints lost to the Panthers, which that is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get got, especially a divisional opponent. But I'm surprised that it took the Saints this long to fire Dennis Allen.
Yeah. After the first 2 games of the season, it was kind of like, oh, dang, maybe the Saints are cooking. Alvin Kamara's rushing 143 yards per game right now. But, like we always say, it's first 2 games of the season, baby.
Yeah. And I mean, it's, not Derek Carr. Derek Carr, put Chris Olave in the hospital.
Yeah, that was kind of his fault.
You can't do that to your, obviously I'm not an NFL quarterback. I'm not making these decisions, but even as a high school quarterback, which I wasn't, but you hear the quarterback coaching saying, "Don't throw your receiver into a hospital hit, man." Unless it's an absolute have to, don't do it because you're trying to keep your guys healthy. Another big surprise for me is Buccaneers defense woke up against the Chiefs, played almost lights out. The Chiefs passing touchdown. I mean, you're gonna get got by D-Hop, that top 5 wide receiver in the league right now.
Yeah.
But another thing, his Mahomes' little flick when he got rolled up on his ankle, that's just Mahomes doing Mahomes shit. It's hard to stop that.
He got injured and then threw the ball.
Yeah.
He was just like that.
That's just a player making a play.
Yeah. Did you see for that half a second when he put the ball into his left hand?
Yeah.
That had me fired up for a little bit. I thought I was about to see the highlight, and he just threw it away.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
I think he was looking for somebody to throw it to with his left hand, but he didn't see anybody. So he's like, just get it out of here.
I want to give a shout out to old Geno Smith. Even though his team lost, he's still throwing a hell of a game. I forgot to put down his attempts and completions. However, 363 yards with 3 touchdowns, however, 3 interceptions, which he was slinging that ball. That's what I'm going to say. However, Matthew Stanford could sling it better. What you looking for?
Nothing. Keep going.
Nothing. If anything, Geno Smith was probably like the only person like trying not to lose the game. After that, it was just like Matthew Stanford just had to put it on him. Like, I'm sorry, this is how it has to go. Puts that beautiful ball up there to DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, ex-Chief. Hell yeah. Not DeAndre Hopkins. He's here right now. DeAndre Robinson. DeMarcus Robinson, dude. So, I did that twice this week. But yeah, regardless, either way, it had me fired up, had me standing up. That's the only part of the game I seen.
Did you see Puka Nacua got ejected for throwing a punch?
Did he?
Yeah, first quarter.
Who's Pookie throwing punches at, man? What the heck?
Some cornerback, dude. He's like I didn't think he's that kind of guy, but he's a little scrappy guy. Like shout out him, I guess.
Well, these division games, man. These conference games.
Yeah.
Getting a little heated. Also, shout out to Sam Darnold, who actually won the game. Completed 80% of his passes, threw 3 touchdowns. Did have 3 turnovers and was sacked 3 times, but he's the only quarterback with that stat line ever to win a game with those stats. If that makes sense, my bad. But shout out Sam Darn. Also a little wink towards Bo Nix. A little nasty reception touchdown. It's pretty dope.
I mean, I'll get into that later, how Bo Nix is the Broncos wide receiver too.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Let's break down our last week's game of the week. Lions get the win 24-14 over the Packers and at Lambeau. Rain game. Lions go Jared Goff, didn't have outrageous numbers, 145, 1 touchdown, 18 for 22. It's not a crazy game, but that they still got the win.
Mm-hmm.
David Montgomery for 73 yards, Jamar Gibbs for 65. Highest receiver, St. Brown with 56 yards, 1 touchdown. But that's just when you're playing in a game like that, Shout out Jordan Love, though, 273. Threw a pick, no tutties.
Hate to see it. That's where she goes.
Yeah, Jordan Love needs to get healthy before they roll him back out there, man. Like,
this feels like kind of rushed out. Like,
yeah,
trying to get him out there.
Like, I understand. Like, Malik Willis is not a bad quarterback up there. Like, he's not the best, but he's not good, or he's not a stout. Duke, leave.
Licking the taco bell off my fingers. Go down.
Old dogs. Y'all know how it is. But, yeah, they just need to get him healthy before they roll him back out there. Because, like, it's not like, I know the drop-off's a lot when you're not starting Love over Willis, but you're going to hurt your franchise quarterback in the long run, so it's not worth it.
Jordan Love is somebody you don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, like, you already missed some of the season. Like, let's get him 100% healthy before we roll him back out there. But, it is what it is. Today, as we talked about earlier in the intro, was into the trade deadline. So we're gonna update you guys with all the trades, and we're gonna grade them on a B, C, D, F scale. First on the first group here, on the first trade, happened October 29th. The Baltimore Ravens trade for Deontay Johnson and a 6th-round pick for a 5th-round pick from Carolina. I give this a B. Gives the wide receiver, gives the Baltimore a little bit of a depth.
Yeah.
A little bit of depth. I give it the Carolina Panthers. I give it a C minus.
C-.
Like they're getting draft picks. They obviously need help. I think you probably could have sold them a little bit higher, but it is what it is. Deontay Johnson's not a bad receiver. He's just on the Panthers.
Just on the Panthers. That's his only D-flow.
Yeah, really. I mean, you think about it, like Adam Thielen's down there. Adam Thielen's a dog. He just plays for the Panthers.
Yeah.
Next trade happened October 30th. Minnesota receives Cam Robinson, offensive tackle, and a conditional 7th-round draft pick for a conditional 5th-round draft pick. Give this a B minus for them. Cam Robinson, he struggles a little bit. He struggled with Jacksonville being the starting tackle, but this gives a little bit of depth up there in Minnesota. It's always good to have depth to a good team because who knows what's going to happen down the road.
Especially on the line like that.
Yeah. Next trade here, the Cardinals received Baron Browning from the Broncos for a 6th-round pick. I give Arizona Cardinals a B plus for this. Baron Browning's a good pass rusher when he can get going. Arizona has had a good pass rush with no-name players. So that a guy, Baron Brown is he's worked his way into being a name player. I give the Broncos an F minus for this. I'm okay. Well, we paid our other pass rusher, which is good. We paid him a 4-year, $225 million. He deserved it. But why are we giving away our second best pass rusher for a 6th-round pick? He might be our third, because Zach Allen turns it on sometimes, but why? For a 6th? Could have at least got a 4th, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like a 5th or a 4th.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
And I get it. It's for this year's draft, trying to build draft capital for this year, but I'd be down to take a 4th in 2 years.
But 4th in 2 years would be nice, man.
Yeah. But rolling into the next one, the Lions find a replacement for Hutchinson. They trade outside linebacker Zadarius Smith and a 7th-round pick from the Cleveland Browns. They get him for a fifth from this year and a 6th for next year. I give the Lions an A for this.
Yeah, that's a good trade.
Really good trade for them.
Yeah.
Zadarius Smith he's legit. He's just been on the Browns. Surprised the Browns didn't sell more guys. Pretty sure he's the only one that got traded.
Yeah, that trade actually kind of makes me worried because Lions are
Lions
a superb team.
They've been doing good without Aiden Hutchinson. So think about adding the pass rusher in there.
I know, man. Everyone at least to kind of reciprocate Aiden Hutchinson did.
And I still wouldn't be surprised if they don't get a not retired pass rusher, but later in the season when these vets get cut later in the season, kind of like Juju was last year or 2 years, whenever his first stint with the Chiefs, he got signed there, and then they gave him a new deal. So give the Browns B for this. They need draft capital. Obviously, it's a garbage show down there. Bengals trade for Khalil Herbert for a 7th-round pick from the Bears. I feel like this is a C across the board. 7th-round pick. Could be your next Brock Purdy. Don't know. Could be a stud. And Khalil Herbert's never really established himself as a running back, so it adds a little bit of depth to the locker room there. Bengals always need some depth everywhere.
You give him a strong goal line, he might pop out a little bit.
Cowboys actually made a trade. First time since 2016.
They need to fire their coach, man.
I don't know if I don't think they're going to fire him because he's on the last year of his deal, but I think he's definitely out of there.
So you know what? We can't even wait. Get out of here.
Yeah, but they trade. Dallas received Jonathan Mingo and a 7th-round pick from the Carolina Panthers for a 4th-round draft pick.
I feel like I would have recognized the last name Mingo, but who's this?
Yeah, he's been decent, but again, he's from Carolina, so who knows what he really is.
Yeah, so.
This guy could be a stud. But I think that helps them a lot because instead of the offense running through CD Lamb, opens up another weapon to throw the ball to.
If he does good, I might just give me a Mingo jersey.
Yeah, it's
all white.
It's for the Cowboys.
I know, but all white Mingo on the back.
I guess. Probably
badass name.
The biggest trade of today. The Washington Commanders trade for Marshawn Lattimore and a 5th-round pick for a 3rd, a 4th, and a 6th. I give the Washington A+ for this. They're a hot team. They're 7-2. I don't think anybody would have guessed this.
Nobody.
But they're a legit team.
7,
This defense need a little bit of help. Marshawn Lattimore is a legit cornerback. He's really good. He doesn't have to see Mike Evans twice a year, so he's not going to get ejected and suspended. I think this is a good trade. Give the Saints A for this too. Picking up 3 draft picks and the team that's really their cap is terrible. It's always been terrible, but young guys solve that problem. So a 3rd, a 4th, and a 6th. The 3rd and the 4th could be starters next year, or at least role guys. And then back-to-back Steelers trades here. The Steelers trade for Mike Williams for a 5th-round pick from the New York Jets, former Charger. Aaron Rodgers was going to cut him, so they just traded him anyways. He's not a bad receiver. He's when he played in the Chargers, he was always doing good. He was doing good. He's on the Jets. Then the Steelers add an old line and linebacker Preston Smith for a 7th-round pick from the Packers. the Steelers needed, another pass rusher. TJ Watt, Cam Hayward,
Curtin, baby.
that old. I don't know who he is, but there's a good white that plays defensive end for him, number 56. He's really good too. Young guy, so. But that wraps up our our trades since the last time we talked. What's your total reaction here? Think your team should have went out? Think anybody else should have went out and got somebody?
Maybe get like a better name, like somebody on defense. Like if Chiefs would have got Marshall Lattimore, I feel like that'd have been like just enough, like little umph that we covered more what's going on back there because like that was kind of killing us during the Bucks.
Yeah.
That boy that is it Uchi? Whoever we got from the Patriots, he's putting a little bit of work. He's getting his name called.
Yeah. In terms of Broncos, I'll break it down later, but not a big fan.
Not a big fan.
I'm not saying like there's two sides of the coin. I'm just gonna get into this later. I'm not gonna spill it all right now. But we're gonna take a quick break and be right back. Coming back out of the break here, we're gonna talk about how the Cardinals have won 3 in a row. They're kind of hot, man.
Kind of hot.
I mean, they haven't really beat anybody good necessarily.
Well, they beat in this past 3 games, kind of, sort of. But they did beat the Niners earlier when they were kind of good earlier in the season.
So it's gonna be Cardinals are a legit team in the NFC West.
Mm-hmm.
NFC West is wide open right now. The Rams are good again. Seahawks are hit or miss. Cardinals are good. So who knows what's gonna happen?
Last 3 games in order was Chargers, Dolphins, without Tua, and the Bears.
Yeah, so I mean,
Bears is just looking flat out lazy this week. Well, you see, who was that? That Moore dude was like walking off mid play.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason he did it though. Because if you go out of bounds, you can't be the first receiver to touch the ball.
True.
So like, there's he could have stayed on the field, but walking off so Caleb doesn't throw it to him makes sense, I guess. So that is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I was just spreading satire, but whatever.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but still, even after that, it was like a slow game, man. It was just a slow game.
Slow burn.
Slow burn.
Next topic we're gonna roll into here is the downfall of the Cowboys.
Yeah, even Dak Prescott even said we fucking suck.
Yeah, and now Dak Prescott's out for a while with a hamstring. Yeah. Cooper Rush leading the team down there.
Cooper Rush, he's coming back in it, dude. He's gonna lead them to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's kind of like I'm hoping I don't wish bad on any team except for maybe the Raiders because fuck the Raiders.
Yeah.
But besides that, it is your team's good, okay, whatever. But it's kind of nice not having all these Cowboys saying we them boys this year.
That is kind of nice.
I think the boys
a little quiet this year.
I think they realized that. Oh wow, we suck really bad.
We do suck.
Threw all that money to Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and hasn't worked out at all. I mean, granted, you're missing Trevon Diggs and Micah Parsons, your 2 best players on defense by far. So that hurts a lot. But
it does hurt a lot.
Just sucks across the board. But you ready to get into our second game of Week 10, our second game of the week here?
Yeah.
Thursday night football matchup. Finally, a decent Thursday night football matchup that looking forward to.
Sitting down and watching.
Yeah, watching.
Cracking a beer or 2 or 4.
But Bengals at Ravens at 7:15 on Prime Video this Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Good AFC North matchup here. Who knows?
Always exciting to watch.
Yeah, always exciting to watch. Joe Burrow stats on the year: 2,224 yards, 20 touchdowns, 4 picks. Lamar Jackson stats on the year: 2,379, 20 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Derrick Henry's obviously going to pop off. Derrick Henry already broke 1,000 yards.
You think he can break?
He's going to get the 2. He's already done it. He did it once with the Titans. So this line is legit, and you have to worry about Lamar, and he's only going to get better as the season goes on.
He's got 11 touchdowns right now. You think he can get 23? Or what's the record?
I think it's 23. I don't know. LT said it. LT was legit.
LT was legit.
I never watched LT play, but watching his highlights, you gotta respect.
You fired up, yeah. It's what you watch for going out on the field during high school.
Yeah. But Right now, the Ravens are 6-point favorites to win. Yeah, this is gonna be a really good game. That's all I got. Got any hot takes on this one before we?
I think no, that's a little too crazy. I was gonna say I just want an offensive shootout. It's been so long since it seemed like a good offensive shootout.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are gonna have to score every time they have the ball.
Yeah,
Either touchdown or PA or a field goal, because their defense is not good enough to stop the Ravens.
No.
Granted, it's a division matchup, but still, like their defense is hurting bad.
I was gonna say hurting bad, brother. Especially Derrick Henry. He already knows his. You already know he knows his stats. And stepped out on Thursday during a prime time, the only game of the day.
Yeah, and you gotta think the Bengals don't. And granted, you see him twice. You're gonna see him twice a year, so yeah, probably have a little bit more scout on him already.
Yeah,
but still, it's hard to scout for Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, and Lamar Jackson.
You can't scout
in 4 days.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Patrick Ricard lead blocking. You basically got a offensive lineman lining up in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
But that leads us into our first ad read of the day. Backstage Pass Bar and Griddle, a mom and pop bar with good friends, good times, and good food. Located in the boondocks of Jefferson County, don't forget to stop by Thursday nights for karaoke and penny pitchers if you take your top off. Had a great time last Thursday night at the Backstage Pass Bar and Griddle. It's always a good time at Backstage.
You're gonna watch some goddamn Steers lose, man. Then I had to pay everybody's drinks.
No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't there because it was lost a tough game. Blue Valley football's over.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Boys put up a great season, miraculous season. I want to congratulate Coach Will, Coach Roy. I don't know whoever else might be listening to this, but congratulations. It was a great year. Y'all threw some good ball. About brought a tear to my eye.
But that leads us into college football talk here.
Yeah, college football, baby.
K-State loses.
Yeah.
To Houston.
Yeah.
So
did lose to Houston. KU whooped the fuck out of them.
Who lost to K-State though?
Hey, we ain't worried about that.
Anyways, Iowa State loses, so there's still a chance that K-State makes the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
They're ranked number 19 right now. So,
which is like honestly great. I didn't really pay attention like college rankings like this, but dude, they're like I can see top 10 for the end of the year.
Yeah, if we win out, we beat Iowa State. We handle these next opponents like we handle them good. We like beat them good.
Mm-hmm.
I could see it happen. I could see top 10.
Top 10.
Who's KU? Who's KU play this week?
Iowa State, baby.
Iowa State.
We're gonna win.
At
I can't remember the last time I seen Iowa State beat KU. It's probably more recent, but
at Arrowhead, or is it at?
Yeah, it's at Arrowhead. I had to think about that. My bad.
Should be a good matchup.
It should be, hopefully.
The Cats, 11-16. The Cats are on a bye week here, and then we come back, play Arizona State, Cincinnati. We should be able to handle both those teams as long as we come out and ball out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we can build ourselves a good resume to get in the Big 12. But that K-State Iowa State game is going to be crazy. That's basically going to be both teams' season.
That's Farmageddon right there.
I love that name. It's
Farmageddon's badass.
Farmageddon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we got the sunflower fields versus the cornfields, boys. What are we gonna do here?
Penn State loses to Ohio State.
That was a good game.
It was a good game. Penn State just. Did you know James Franklin, the Penn State head coach, is 1-9 against top 10 opponents? Fire him. I'm not saying James Franklin isn't a good head coach, but if you can't win top 10 opponents in the Big Ten, especially at Penn State, you should probably start packing your bags, big guy.
Start taking the beats.
Indiana 9-0.
That's insane.
Indiana. I forgot. Like last year, if you would ask, like it would have took me a second to realize that they were in the Big Ten. Like
you're honestly telling me news, dude. I thought they was in like the Sun Belt or some shit.
No, it's in the Big Ten.
That's sick. You learn new things every day. You just don't pay attention.
Yeah, they've had some. I mean, granted, yes, they haven't played any like really hard teams yet. I mean, getting a Big Ten win's hard to how it is, but This week they play Michigan. The road matchup's going to be Indiana at Ohio State. That'll be a good game. So they win that game, they're making the playoffs. They would probably win in the Big Ten, to be honest. It'll be Indiana Oregon Big Ten championship game.
Nice.
It'll be crazy.
Honorable mention: Army 8-0. It's kind of cool. I just always remember Army fucking losing all the time.
Yeah, they're a good team, man. Boise State. Gency's up there doing crazy things. And the crazy thing is the Iowa running back has this almost the exact same stats and doesn't get the same hype. Iowa.
Caitlin Clark, Iowa, or Brock Purdy, Iowa?
Caitlin Clark. But that is what it is. Some big games to look out for this week. Bama at LSU. Whoever wins this game is going to play Georgia in the SEC championship, basically. It's basically what it boils down to. Georgia at Ole Miss should be a good game. Michigan at Indiana. Because, this is Indiana's time to be like, all right, we're big dogs. Take us legit. And this is Michigan's chance to say, who you think you are? People think you're in the Sun Belt. But
Florida at Texas.
Yeah, man.
Texas beats the socks off them.
Yeah, that's the thing is Texas losing to Georgia derailed the whole season. Which I still think they make it into the college football playoff. Maybe.
Just a bit.
Yeah, they're a good team. But here's what it is. But that concludes.
Texas Tech. That's good.
Colorado gets in the top 25. Is in the top 25. So that'll be a good matchup. But that concludes college football talk for the week. We'll be right back. Getting ready to break down state of the Broncos and Chiefs. Gonna hand the mic over here to Sloosh, and Sloosh is gonna break down the Chiefs for you. Undefeated so far.
Yeah, baby.
Close game against the Bucks, but
they're always close games.
I'm gonna say this before you can get into it. I have never been. I'm like, people always say, "Oh, the Chiefs are helping the refs." I'm like, okay, whatever. That is what it is. But there was at least 2 calls in last night's game that went for the Chiefs that I was like, come on now. Like the face mask on Tristan Wirfs.
Yeah.
It didn't even like.
Oh, no face mask.
Yeah, that wasn't. But they still called it. I mean, I'm not trying to be that guy because I think you win, you lose, you lose. It is what it is. So I'm gonna yeah.
That's all it is too.
But I'm gonna hand it off to Sloosh here. He's gonna give us a little rant about the Chiefs. Ready to clip a 3-peat.
Yeah, baby, 3-peat. You already know what's going on. That might be a lie now because the Lions are looking kind of scary. However,
Lions do look scary.
We're talking this week. We ain't worried about no damn Lions. I'm also a little sick. I'm sorry. But yeah, I agree with you. The rest was that was a helped game. That was a really helped game. Juwan Taylor pissing me the fuck off. Keeps wanting to jump. It's like, what was that? The definition of insanity. Yeah. But we are getting different results. We ain't getting called on it no more, so that's kind of cool. Defense is kind of slowing down this week. My boy Kaloftis got hurt and was kind of slowing him down. Chris Jones still looking very Chris Jonesy out there, but these quarterbacks is getting faster and like more elusive for some reason. Like, why are you doing that right now? Everybody just wants to be Mahomes or something. However, on the opposite side of the ball, offense is finally waking up. Mahomes is looking kind of more Mahomish. Travis Kelce finally getting out there, 14 receptions with 100 yards, however, no touchdowns. Made my mom pissed off, which makes me pissed off. D-Hop out there going off. It's a good game all around. Probably not for defense during the second half, but first half, that was some numbers. Some good numbers. I guess I'll just wrap up right there.
I agree with everything you said. I mean, this Chiefs are the Chiefs. Somebody's got to beat them. And this week it's going to happen. Like that little segue. That was a good segue. Broncos lose to the Ravens. Ravens they're a good team.
You know who didn't lose to the Ravens? Chiefs.
Play in week 1. You play them now, you lose.
Yeah, dude. For sure.
But
Derrick Henry runs for 200.
Derrick Henry's scary. Like, we talked about this. It's supposed to be a Broncos rant, but Derrick Henry's good.
Derrick Henry's like real good. He's great, matter of fact.
Like, how did the NFL other teams allow him to go to the Ravens?
We let this pit bull
Like,
run in the game, dude.
like we talked about it. Like, it's gonna be a problem, and it is a problem. So good. Offense is just so good, and their defense is flying around. But back to the Broncos. Broncos lose 41-10. Tough look. Bo Nix with the only receiving touchdown.
Hell yeah. At least he got a touchdown.
Yeah, just play calling was not very good by Sean Payton. Um, Defensively, like we've always had a bend don't break attitude, but I mean we held Lamar Jackson to 4 rushing yards, and we held Derrick under 150.
Which is good.
Which I mean it's not
Holding Derrick under 150.
it's not terrible. Like we made them throw the ball,
Yeah.
which was I said that when we played when we were going in the week. I was like, okay, let's not let Derrick Henry beat us. Like yeah, he had 2 touchdowns, but one was late. He scored the first one, which you're gonna get got by Derrick Henry, dude. Like he's Derrick Henry, but we made them throw the ball and they got us. But I'm disappointed in the Broncos for not going out and trading for a wide receiver. And there's all these internet GMs, which is kind of what I'm being right now. But internet GMs are like, no, don't trade for anybody. We're not winning the Super Bowl this year, so why not draft somebody?
That's quitter mindset. Right?
The reason I don't want to draft somebody is because the Broncos are historically bad at drafting offensive players. Name an offensive player that's worked out in the last, other than Bo Nix this year, offensive player that's worked out in the last 5 years. We traded Drew Lock away. Noah Fant was good. We traded him away. Cortland Sutton. He's the only one still there. We took Jerry Jeudy with the top 10 pick, and we traded him away this year for a 5th. I would much rather, as a Broncos fan, I would much rather have us trade for somebody, an established receiver. Doesn't have to be a number 1 wide receiver. We just need somebody other than little Jordan Humphrey out there. Like somebody. Like why didn't we trade for Mike Williams? Why didn't we ask about Christian Kirk down there at the Jaguars? Like I understand wanting young players, so build it with Bo Nix. Like it's gonna take time, but when you get the man a weapon. Yeah, and like the only touchdown we had, our 3 best players touched the ball on offense. And the Philly special, he handed it to Williams to the left, gave it to Cortland, threw it to Bo Nix. Those are our 3 offensive weapons. We don't have anybody else. Nobody. Little Jordan Humphrey, cut him. White tight end, last name Trent, starts with a TR something. Cut him. Not good. Greg Dulcich, trade him.
Trade him. That's a good trade right there.
Yeah, like he's not bad. He's just
he's the right team. Well, everybody needs the right
team. We need to get. I don't want Bo Nix to be like Sam Darnold at the Jets. No weapons. Like I need. Like let's not ruin this kid. Like this is which I like. We're all doom and gloom because we can't expect like the turnaround to be fast. It's gonna take a while to build this thing, but we need to get the man some help, please. But it's my little Broncos rant for the week. We're gonna beat the Chiefs this week.
No.
Then we're gonna beat the Falcons.
No.
And it's gonna be a good game. Broncos are going on a little bit of a run here. Chiefs defense plays like they did against the Bucks. Because the Broncos are going for 2 in the same situation. Broncos are going for 2 to win the game. We're not going in overtime because that coin flip's rigged so the Chiefs get the ball. That coin's weighted. I mean, you saw Baker's reaction when the Chiefs got the ball, right?
Yeah.
He knew it was over. He knew he was
Everybody knew it was over.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I mean that is what it is. Patrick, I don't know what the actual stat is, but Patrick Mahomes probably is damn near undefeated in overtime, if not undefeated in overtime. Like,
I'm pretty sure he is actually.
Like, they're good, man. Offense is Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs offense is the kind of offense that'll let you play close games all year, and they're going to get in the playoffs. And when it really matters, they're going to turn it on. They're going to win. It's going to be what it's going to be.
It's going to be three-peat, tell you what.
Flip it. You know, like I stopped saving the three-peats a while ago to a folder just because like there were so many of them. But like if the Chiefs don't actually three-peat, I'm my work cut out for me to go back and listen to 24 hours plus of content just listening for three-peats.
Just waiting for me to go three-peat.
Yeah, just to clip it. Yeah. But yeah, that's our state of the Broncos and Chiefs. Both teams have positive records, so
yeah.
At the end of the day, like I know it's gonna take a while to build this thing up, so I'm happy we have a positive record. Beat the Chiefs this week. Season's complete.
So I can stop watching football for the year.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna care. Like obviously, I don't want to lose out after we beat them. But it is what it is. But you ready to roll into the picks here?
Yeah.
All right. So last week, Sloosh went 9-6.
Again.
Huge wins with the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Huge wins with the Titans.
Yep.
That game could have went either way. That's about it.
That's about it. Let's go. Underdog picks.
There we go. Box went 11-4. So that takes our. I'm good at what I do. Takes our total records to the Sloosh 78-59 and Box 89-50.
Yep.
So it's pretty good. So
I'm surprised I cracked 70. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, doing good, man.
Yeah.
I'll mess around too much. You can catch me. But rolls us into this week. Picks for week 10 of the NFL season. Thursday night football.
Edgar Allen's versus the Jungle Cats.
We got. I'm taking the Ravens. Ravens are legit. Like I said, Bengals don't have as much time to prepare.
Sorry, I was eating my burrito there. But I'm gonna make this my out of spite pick. Joe Burrow's gonna throw like 250. It's gonna be a close game all the way around to the end. But I think the Bengals pulled off miraculously. Hate Joe Burrow, hate his face, but he gonna get this one in Maryland.
Yeah. Rolling into a little international game here. Giants at Panthers in Germany. Give me. I want Germany to win this one.
I never want Germany to win, but
yeah, I think they should take this one.
They put on the football team, and then they just play the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, man.
They take the Giants the first half and the Panthers the second.
Yeah, this game I feel bad for this is what international people think NFL football is.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
But two wrongs might make a right on this one. This might be a good one.
Give me the Panthers. I think Panthers stack wins here against the Giants. Danny Pennies. I wouldn't be surprised if. It's too late to trade him, but I wouldn't be surprised if they cut him or not cut him. But I don't think they fire Dayball, but I think there's gonna be some changes made.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I keep taking bites at the wrong time. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm ride with you on the Panthers there. I would like to see a tank bowl, like an actual tank bowl.
It's kind of what this is. They're kind of playing for a top 5 draft pick here.
Yeah. I feel like Danny Pennies can't throw touchdowns at MetLife, but in Germany he might pop off.
No, did you see the stat that the Chiefs won 2 Super Bowls between Daniel Jones' last 2 passing touchdowns at home?
Hell yeah, I seen that one.
What the?
How does that happen?
I knew it was bad, but I did not think it was that bad.
Right? They're paying him how much?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. But 12 o'clock game here. Broncos at Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Broncos for the upset in Arrowhead. Chiefs coming off a Monday Night Football game, Gonna be a little sleepy like Oz, Sambo Broncos, they suck. And then Broncos are gonna come out, kick 15 field goals. Not 15, but the Broncos are gonna come out, kick some field goals, and beat the Chiefs.
It's all on field goals.
I mean, I think we score another. I think we score a touchdown.
Bo Nix gets another touchdown. He
Yeah.
gets a rushing touchdown this time.
Actually, I think they get 2 touchdowns. I think Bo Nix gets a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown.
Ooh, that would be nice to see, actually. You
Bo,
already know me. I'm going to take the Chiefs.
yeah.
I feel like it's not as wet out. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in the daylight so you can see better. Excuse me. But, yeah, man. We finally got the elements on our side. It might be windy, though. That might be the only thing. But wind ain't no thing to old P. Holmes. So you already know Chiefs are going to win that. Moving on to 9-0 on the season. And then Box is going to cry at home because he's like, man, I hate when Sloosh is right.
I hope the Broncos win. I'm gonna throw so much shit.
Dude, I'm gonna slam a A&W glass on the ground if the Broncos lose. I'm talking all this shit in front of you.
Let's roll into another 12
Or the Chiefs lose,
game.
my bad, yeah.
Steelers at Commanders. Really good game. Unsuspected good game.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Commanders though. Steelers defense is good. Jalen Daniels is gonna have to show that he's a good quarterback, which he's done. So give me the Commanders.
I think Russ cooks on this one. Give me the Steelers.
Vikings at Jags. Give me the Jags. No, I'm just kidding. Give me the Vikings.
Nope, you already said it. Can't take it away.
Nope,
I'm just kidding.
I took it back. Give me the Vikings. Jags, not good.
No.
I mean, they play teams tough. They can't win.
Mm-mm.
Which, feel bad for T-Law down there, but it is what it is.
He ain't getting Waffle House this year.
Yep.
But yeah, give me the Vikes. Sam Darnold's putting it on.
Falcons at Saints. Another, coach firing. So, like good chance for the Saints can win because they're statistically good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, but it's Kirk Chains, man. It's kind of a rough game.
You know me. Kirko, baby. He's going to get like 350 this game.
Give me... No, this is going to be one of the instances I'm probably going to let you catch up to me here. Give me the Saints. Not that I don't love the Falcons, but interim head coach, like fired up to play for a new guy. Like the idea. 49ers at Bucks, really good NFC matchup here. Bucks coming off a tough loss in overtime. Monday Night Football. 49ers.
Doing all right?
Yeah, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey back at practice this week.
Ooh, that's gonna shake things up.
Yeah, I don't know if he plays.
Yeah, I'm saying if he plays, that's gonna.
49ers coming off a bye too, so give me the Niners. Niners defense is good. Baker Mayfield's gonna cook like normal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he didn't cook last night because it was rainy. But give me Baker Mayfield for another 3 touchdowns.
It's too cold to cook.
Yeah, but also like the 49 or the Buccaneers defense woke up, so we'll see if they play good again this week.
They missed 2 interceptions during the last 5 minutes during the Chiefs game.
Give me the 49ers.
Give me the Bucks, dude. They're gonna bounce back. They're pissed off. They're fired up.
Bills at Colts. Give me the Bills. Josh Allen's doing Josh Allen things.
Exactly. Yeah.
Joey Footsteps is not the Joey Footsteps of last year because he's playing on the Colts.
Give me the Bills. Love me some Joey Footsteps, but
yeah. Got Pats at Bears.
Okay. Now this one can go either way.
Really can. Both teams are looking for an identity.
However, I love my uncle, so give me the Bears.
I love how that's your defensive pick every time you get to the Bears.
I love my uncle?
Yeah, I love my uncle, so
Love
that's
my
the reason you pick him. Give me the Bears too. The Bears.
The Bears.
First 3:00 game here. Titans at Chargers. Give me the Chargers. I think Harbaugh gets them fired up here.
Mm-hmm.
I think Justin Herbert, legit quarterback. Now that he has a team, not really he doesn't really have a team, but wide receivers are figuring it out. Quentin Johnson, a wide receiver that everybody thought was going to be a first round bust out for 100 yards, 2 touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
So
I've ever seen the videos of he was like, with this son, my mama ain't never gonna work again, and then his stats that year was his ass, and people put down POV. Your Quentin Johnson's mom was just like a McDonald's worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
It's tough.
But he's figuring it out. He's clicking.
He is figuring it out. He popped off. Made my heart feel good. However, Mason Rudolph's gonna put it on him,
Dude,
big
what's
dog.
up with you and Mason Rudolph? What's your obsession with this guy? You just feel bad because he got hit by Myles Garrett?
I don't know, dude. Ever since that Christmas pick from like a year ago or
Yeah, when
whatever.
you said Rudolph,
Yeah.
Rudolph for Christmas and they won.
Yeah, well, there was that. I think I had one pick that was like just so underdog. I was like, yeah, and he's gonna throw three touchdowns. I was bitching to Keezus about, and he did. And I was like, Mason Rudolph's a fucking guy, dude.
You're taking the Titans.
Yeah, dude. And if the Titans win, our inside source might be a little happy. So,
Big Mason Rudolph guy here. Big Mason Rudolph show. Maybe we'll have him on someday.
right.
Eagles at them boys.
So the Sloosh and Box Hall of Fame, Mason Rudolph.
Little NFC.
He ends up being an asshole, dude.
Probably.
Yeah.
Played for Oklahoma State. How you feel when you lost to Kansas State? Pull up the stats.
Yeah. Just talking shit.
Threw 3 interceptions. How'd that make you feel?
What did you think after the second one and then the third one? You know what I'm saying?
Kansas State team was not good. Anyways, Eagles at boys. Little NFC East matchup here. I think the Eagles put it on them. I think Cooper Rush plays good, but not good enough to get the win over the Eagles.
Now I was gonna reverse it and like give me the boys, but I don't. This ain't the rivalry it was last year. It just feels kind of like bleh. Like,
well, and they're making defensive studs, man.
Yeah, like second go around might be different, but this time, yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Eagles.
Give me Eagles. Last 3:00 game. There's only 3 on the slate this week. Jets at Cards. Interesting game. Both teams are kind of clicking right now, figuring it out. Give me the Cards though, just because it's a hard place to like. I feel like I say this every time. Like this is the same defense.
It was hailing in Arizona. Was it Arizona? Yeah, that was Arizona last game. During the Bears, it was hailing. They just left the roof open. Yeah.
Give me the Cards though. I think just because they're so underdogs, nobody's gonna expect them to win. So
that's what I said last year. The Jets are going kind of crazy, so I'm gonna ride with them on this one, I guess. So Uncle A-Rod and his homie, his cool homie, you know what I'm saying, that comes around every once in a while, Devontae Adams. So yeah.
Time for Sloosh and Box Sports Talk Game of the Week. We have Sunday Night Football matchup: Lions at Texans.
Yep.
C.J. Stroud, 89 pass yards last week.
Yeah, it's kind of ass. I mean, Jared Goff threw like 86 2 weeks ago, but still got like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
like,
but it's
come on, man.
They still blew the team out. Like you didn't need to.
Well, defense and special teams is putting it on them, but
give me the Lions though. Like it'll be a good game, but Lions playing in a dome.
Playing inside.
Yeah. I wrote in Dan Campbell for president today.
Oh yeah.
So
that's really patriotic. A football head coach as a United States president. How can you get any more patriotic? I mean, if he's holding like 2 ARs during it.
Yeah, I don't know if this is true or not. I doubt it is, but they said that Dan Campbell received 1% of the presidential votes in Michigan.
It's kind of pent, actually. Imagine being so good of a head coach.
Like, yeah, everybody writing you for president.
Yeah, dude. Everyone's wasting their vote just to be like, give me Dan Campbell, dog.
Man. Anyways.
Calls good fake plays sometimes, man. He's going to fake out the Chinese. But we ain't here to talk politics. We're here to talk ball, dang it.
I do like the Lions. I like the Lions motto, though. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Like,
yeah, that's pretty sick.
They're like, guess what? We're either going to, we're going to go for it on 4th and 6.
Right.
We're going to get it or we're going to lose the game. I don't give a F word. I'm Dan Campbell. MCDC, baby.
Shit happens, man. Like Forrest Gump said.
It does happen.
It does happen. However, I'm going to ride with the Texans on this one. No particular reason, honestly. I just don't want to see the Lions win this game,
Monday Night Football. Fins at Rams.
It's kind of cool, I guess. Rams.
For really no reason other than the Dolphins.
Ain't the Dolphins right now.
Yeah, and Tua is not cooking, man.
They look more like Trout nowadays, you know.
Give me the Rams. Yeah. Puka Nacua comes back after getting ejected.
So what was that in high school? Like when you get ejected from the game, you got to do like that little program. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't know. I was a good boy.
I was a good boy too, but you know the ones that was getting kicked out. I remember they had to do like the little like week survey thing or whatever.
Probably like an anger management.
Probably. Yeah, Rams on this one.
What's your rolling into bold prediction of the week here? What's your bold prediction of the week?
What was that game I was looking at earlier? My bad.
My bold prediction of the week is Josh Allen for 4 tutties.
4 tutties.
2 rushing, 2 passing.
I can see Kirk O for another 4.
2.
Kirk O throws 510 this time, dude.
So what are you saying?
No. I mean, this ain't going towards it. Yeah, might as well.
Kirko.
Kirk O, nah. Yeah, 4 tutties, 400 yards. This hits, I don't know. Might have to hit the casino.
Feeling lucky.
Right. Did you win any sports bet? Nah, I won the pod, though.
Won my sports bet yesterday.
Right.
When, just so I make sure I'm not spreading false information here. I'll pull it up here.
So y'all need to hear this.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of crazy. I put down my normal bet. My normal bets are $5 increments, but I won $50 off of Sunday Night Football in between, like from some small bets I put together. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put $51 into a 5-leg parlay, plus $1,300 for Monday Night Football, to win $714. The legs were Cade Otton plus 40 receiving yards, Baker Mayfield plus 175, a DeAndre Hopkins touchdown, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers plus 10.5, and a Kareem Hunt touchdown. And it hit.
By God, did it hit.
Yeah. So Box made $714.
So Rob Box, if you see him this week.
Yeah, I guess. Like I already put it in savings.
So we gotta take a card. What's your route number? All that shit.
Yeah. But any last final thoughts here before we wrap up Sloosh and Box Sports Talk Week 10 of the NFL edition?
Gamble responsibly. You probably shouldn't be throwing down $50 bets. Yeah. But if you got it like that, go ahead. Drink responsibly. Respect other people's teams. Unless you're in the same division and a rival team that your homie happens to like beat your team, might have to whoop his ass. Might just have to blame it on being drunk. You had to whoop his ass. You know what I mean? Even though he's completely sober during that time. But that's the way things goes. Keep it chill. If you're gonna drink and drive, drink a Pepsi. This is non-sponsored by Pepsi. That's all I got.
Yeah, so we really appreciate everybody taking time listening to us this week. Hope everybody has a good week. Hope all your bets hit, and we'll catch you guys next week for week 11.
Yeah, week 11 is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
it's cold.
Thanksgiving's coming up, dude. Like,
I'm sorry for Thanksgiving, man. Thanksgiving Day football. Watch the Lions lose.
Lions ain't gonna lose, bro. Lions are legit.
They always lose on Thanksgiving Day.
But they're so good. The Lions, like, they're so good.
They're so good. But
like, they beat the Packers by more if it's not a rain game, in my opinion. Like, but yeah, we appreciate everybody listening. Wish all the teams luck this week. Wish KU luck this week.
I really did, dude. Be Iowa State. Chances for KSU going in the Big 12. We can support our own Kansas team in Texas.
Sick, but appreciate everybody listening. We'll catch you guys next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Top comment gets signed football from Sloosh and Box Sports Talk.
Footballs be running like $25 nowadays.
Yeah, so you're getting free $25 football.
A good $25 football.
But appreciate everybody, and we'll catch you next week.